Eurovision, the same contest where we get to poke fun of the songs that we don't like, rage that the songs made it into the grand finals, no matter if they were in the first semi-final before the grand final at all, or if they were in the second semi-final, and also be disappointed that some of the songs that we liked didn't make it into the grand final, nor did they even get any points for being good at all, nor did they win. And here's how rating these songs that performed for the first semi-final, yes, exactly the first semi-final. I'm not gonna do both the second semi-final and the grand finals in all in one video. That's gonna be in separate videos. So the first semi-finals is going to work. So we're gonna rate them on a scale of 1 to 10, and below 0 will be infinitely garbage. So garbage, I don't want to re-listen to it. No matter how much I re-listen to it. I just don't want to listen to it ever again. It sucks. It's infinitely garbage. But between a 0 and 2.5 will just be garbage. It won't be infinitely garbage, but it'll still be bad. So, garbage. That's the title for between 0 and 2.5. Between 2.5 and 5 will be below mid, meaning it's nothing special. It's not good, but it also isn't bad, but it still isn't good enough for me to consider it necessarily mid. But exactly a 5 out of 10 means that it's mid. Any song that I give a 5 out of 10 to, it means that, in my opinion, it's mid. It's not good, but it also isn't bad. It's just mid. It's mid. It's that simple. Between 5 and 7.5 means that it's above mid, meaning that, sure, it's nothing special, but it's somewhat good. I might re-listen to it, I guess. I don't know if I'll re-listen to it, but maybe I could. But it's still above mid. But between 7.5 and 10 means that it's good. I can re-listen to it. It's great. But beyond 10 is infinitely good. So good that it only takes 100, at least 100 re-listens for it to age like milk, and for it to get old, and for it to get repetitive. Starting off with Cyprus. Even if it's got to do with your partner cheating on you, sounds like This Is What a Heartbreak Feels Like by Jake. Shout out to Jake, he's a great singer-songwriter. The song overall is great. I love the singing, I love the lyrics, and is this song electronic? I don't know, because if it is, then turns out I actually have a love for electronic song. In that case, if it even is electronic. But either way, the song is great. I love the beats, I love the rhythm of the beats, I love the tone of the song. It's getting a solid 8 out of 10. Yes, it's that short because I have nothing else to say about how good this song is. Our next country is Serbia. Jesus Christ, every time I look at this chick who competed for Serbia, all that screaming in my head is I fell in love with an emo girl. She looks like Doll if she was a human. And if she was also an emo. Even if I don't have any ideas of what I have to say about the singing and the lyrics, I do have something to say about the tone and everything else about the song. I do like the tone of the song, but maybe what would have made the song better is if there were beats in the first 2 choruses as well, not just in the third one. Otherwise, it's only giving me flashbacks of Not Anyone by Justin Bieber, where you only get beats in the third and final chorus. Not the first 2 choruses. They're just beatless. Wait, what the? Beatless? That sounds weird. But overall, this song is mid. And when I say mid, I mean it's getting a 5 out of 10. It's mid. And I can't remember if it actually ended up in the grand final. Alright, I'm back. I had to ask my mom if Serbia made it into grand finals, and she said yes. The song was mid! How did they even make it into the grand final? I have absolutely no idea, but anyways, moving on to this next one. You know what? Maybe the song for Serbia, I don't think it's that bad. Maybe I'll take that any day, other than the song for Ireland. Oh my god! Is this what thrash metal is all about? Is that what it's all about? Just constant demonic screaming? Because if it's just constant demonic screaming, then that's not singing. That's not singing, you're just screaming like a demon. And about her stage name, Bambi Thug. Thug. Doesn't that have something to do with rap music instead of music that is metal? No matter if it's heavy metal or if it's thrash metal. I think what would have made the song better is maybe if Bambi Thug used her ear-rape voice that she used at the start of her performance in the first semi-final, no matter if it's the first semi-final or the grand final. Maybe if that was used for the choruses, and if there were beats from sets of drums that will be used for heavy metal, thrash metal, rock music, whatever, if it sounds like rock and roll and so on and so forth. Maybe if they added drums as beats for those choruses, and if there was no demonic screaming, and if it was just, I don't know, satanic pentagrams on and so on and so forth, maybe if that was what the song was, maybe it would have been good, instead of infinitely garbage, so it's getting an infinity out of 10. No, not an infinity out of 10. What did I say that? Why didn't I say negative infinity out of 10? It's getting a negative infinity out of 10. Moving on to Lithuania. Look, I get that Lithuania came first, not Ireland, but just ignore that already. The song for Lithuania is somewhat disappointing. I don't know how I'm supposed to describe what would have made the song better, but the only way I can describe it, and nothing beyond that, is maybe if it was a little bit louder, so it's mid. And because of that, I'm giving it a 5 out of 10. I mean, Jesus Christ, the guy who was competing for Lithuania, he looks like a mixture between Jake and Troye Sivan. The UK. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. I don't know if Ollie Alexander wanted his extras to move in such gay ways, in such zesty ways, but Jesus Christ, his extras are so zesty, it just cracks me up. I remember when I was first looking at them, how they moved and how they performed, it cracked me up. There was only one simple word that was screaming in my head when I was looking at the way they were moving, and even the way that Ollie Alexander interacts with one of the extras, or some of the extras if he only interacts with one extra, and one extra once while he was performing. And that word, oh wait, maybe it might have been 2 words. Yeah, it was 2 words. The 2 words in question were gay and zesty. The song is disappointing. Jesus Christ, I don't like it. I don't like the song. I do like the performance of the extras. It's gay and zesty, but in a funny way. But overall, the song is gonna get a 3 out of 10 rating. Next up is Ukraine. The song for Ukraine is great. I love the tone of the song, I love the beats, I love the rhythm of the beats, and I also like the performance. The one who did it best is Aliona. Jesus Christ, it didn't even feel like she was singing. It felt like she was rather rapping because of her tone of voice, and because of how fast she was rather rapping instead of singing. Which is what makes the second verse good, and that's when you know that when the second verse kicks in, then you just know that it's gonna get even better than the first verse and the first chorus of the song. So that's why this song is going to get an 8 out of 10. Next up is Poland. Jesus Christ, I'm getting History of Israel 1900 to 2023 flashbacks saying that. But anyways, what I have to say about the song for Poland is that it's great. I completely forgot what it was, but after re-listening to it, I remember what it was, and you know what? I think I actually like it. It's gonna get an 8 out of 10, mainly because I love the performance, specifically the singing. The singing is so good, oh my god. I mean, Jesus Christ, Luna looks like Zara Larsson if the shape of her facial features were identical to whoever competed for Serbia in 2022. I love the beats, the rhythm of the beats, and I also like the tone of the song. That's probably the best part, right up there with the singing. Oh my god, I like it. It sounds like this song has something to do with space. Next up is Croatia. Oh my god. This is one of my favorite songs in Eurovision. It's not just the song for Cyprus. Oh my god, I love this song. Not just because it sounds like it's rock and roll, mainly because it's got drums and because it's got guitars being used for the song. I don't just like the dancing from Baby Lasagna. Baby Lasagna, I like that stage name. Not because I like his performance and his singing, but the best part has to be the lyrics. Oh my god, there are some lyrics that are really funny. My favorite ones are, I sold my cow, and meow cat, please meow back. Oh my god. See, I feel like Lit 3, the guys who made Mama Show, the song for Croatia from last year for Eurovision 2023, it seems like they started a revolution where before they ever competed for Croatia, back then we used to send songs that sucked. Especially the one from 2022. Oh my god, I really hated that song, and you know what? We didn't even deserve to win. But if we won anyway for some reason, okay, I guess. But either way, the song from 2022 sucked. Why did you do this, Dimšić? Why did you do this? After Let 3 competed for Croatia in 2023, now we got a song that also had funny lyrics. Even though the tone of the song and the theme of the song wasn't funny, even if it wasn't comical, the lyrics were funny. They were the best, that's why it's getting an infinity out of 10. Thank you so much, baby lasagna. And this is the highest we've ever gotten. We actually got in second place. Next up is Iceland. I don't know what makes this song for Iceland good. I don't know. Even if it's a pop song, if it even counts as a pop song, there's something that makes it good. I don't know what it is, but I'm glad that the song is actually good. Not gonna lie. Maybe it's because of the piano, or possibly a synthesizer that sounds identical, if not necessarily the same as a piano. Maybe because of the beats, maybe because of the rhythm of the beats, but I think it's probably because of the performance. And the lyrics. But anyways, yes, it's going to be as short, or maybe not as short, but somewhere as short as when I was. And I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10 rating. It's a good song. I can really listen to it. Next up is Germany. Jesus Christ. The song for Germany is so good. Also, the guy who sings the song Always on the Run, Isaac, he looks like my geography teacher if his hair looked like Troy Sivan's hair or Jake's hair. But overall, I like Isaac's performance, I like the singing, and I don't know how to describe what makes the tone of the song so good, but I like the tone of the song, I love the beats, I love the rhythm of the beats, and I also like the lyrics. And just like the Cyprus segment and what country was it again? Yeah, the Iceland segment, it's going to be short. It's gonna be 7.5 out of 10. Next up is Slovenia. Jesus Christ, there's a song for Slovenia in 2022 and 2023. Well, 2023 was better than 2022 in comparison, but both of these songs that they had in these 2 years, they were a lot better than what they had this year. Listen, I don't care if you are and I am Veronica. I don't care, okay? I didn't like the song. And I don't care if there are hunks of cotton covering her nipples, I still don't want to see the rest of Never mind, I don't want to get myself a high fever and vomit again. It's getting a 4 out of 10. Moving on to Finland. Look, I get that it's taking a while for me to work on the Finland episode, not because I'm working on it right now, but because I've been focusing on education and most of the time I'm lazy even if I have the time to do so. Moving on to Finland. A song for Finland. When I first listened to it during the first semi-final, I thought it was mid. But after the grand final, for some reason, I actually changed my mind and thought that it was okay. I have no idea how I managed to change my mind that quickly, but alright. You know, it's weird. For one of the people who are performing for Finland, you can actually see his butt cheeks. Thankfully, you can't actually see his cucumber or his ball sack, because if you were watching during the first semi-final, you could see that he's actually wearing, I don't know if I can really call that pants, but you can see that he's wearing something that is covering his cucumber and his ball sack. Wait, what do you mean by cucumber? I'm talking about the reproductive organ that you would have if you were a male that helps you piss. I still don't know what you're talking about. Okay, what I'm talking about is his. Now do you know? But anyways, I like the song. It's getting a 6.5 out of 10. Next up is Moldova. I like the song. I like the tone of it. I like how it sounds like it's got to do with nature and how you're a work of art. I don't know how to describe the tone of music or even the lyrics. But either way, I do like the lyrics. I like the performance, I like the song overall. So it's gonna get a 7. Nah, it's getting a 7 out of 10. I was gonna say 7.5, but it's actually getting a 7 out of 10. Never mind, 7 out of 10. Next up is Sweden. The song for Sweden is also one of my favorites from this year, mainly because it's synthwave themed, a subgenre of vaporwave, my favorite genre of music, together with 80s as a whole. And yeah, sure, it's kind of weird how they brought in extras that look like characters straight out of the Matrix, but hey, if the song is good, the song is good. And here's a message to Marcos and Martinez. You don't have to thank us for liking the song. We should be thanking you for making the song good. 9 out of 10. Perfecto. Next up is Azerbaijan. What makes the song good is the tone of the song. I like the lyrics, and I also like the performance, specifically the singing. And I also like the beats and the rhythm of the beats. And this is all I have to say about the song for Azerbaijan, and that's why it's getting a 7.5 out of 10. Next up is Australia. It's also one of my favorites because it kind of sounds like it's cyberpunk themed if you really think about it. I mean, Jesus Christ, they had a didgeridoo for a few seconds, they used it for a few seconds, and then it vanished out of thin air. But whatever, at least the song was good. You know what's funny? I actually thought that they used a piano, specifically a piano, not just some synthesizer that sounded identical, if not necessarily the same as a piano. And when I say that I love this song, I mean that I love this song. And I mean that this deserved to end up in the grand finals. Not some song that was written by a bunch of demons thinking that screaming like demons counts as singing. Oh my god. Why did they make it into the grand finals? Why did these demons make it, not the Aussies? And here's another country who, because of the song, definitely did not deserve to end up in the grand final. Portugal. And that's because of anything about the song but the beats and the rhythm of the beats. The beats and the rhythm of the beats, they're solid, but everything else, I don't like it. The singing isn't good, let alone the performance. What else do I have to say? Oh yeah, and I don't know what to say about the tone of the song, but it's gonna get a 4.5 out of 10. Next up is Luxembourg. I remember when I was watching Eurovision and the first semi-final, I remember when Luxembourg came up, and then I was questioning my memory. I was asking myself a bunch of questions during that time. How come I can't remember any Euro song from Luxembourg? I've been watching Eurovision since 2021, and you're telling me that I can't remember any Euro song from Luxembourg? Well, it turns out that's because they didn't even compete in 2021, 2022, nor 2023. And that's because they've been absent from Eurovision since 1993. You're telling me that they're gonna be absent for 31 years, and then 31 years later, since the last time they ever competed in Eurovision, they're gonna come back, but not just come back, they're gonna come back with a song that is getting a 2 out of 10? Are you kidding me? But anyways, if you have a different opinion for each song that I've been talking about for the first semi-final of Eurovision, if you like some songs I don't like, and if you don't like some songs I like, that's fine. You can feel free to leave comments about your opinion on each song for the first semi-final of Eurovision, and trust me, I won't react the same way that a K-pop stan would react if someone says something bad about Jungkook. Trust me, I'm not like that. I don't have Twitter. But anyways, you know what to do. You know what to do. You know you have to make the decision whether you should subscribe to me or not. And that's up to you to decide. Not me. If you don't want to, that's fine. You can even like this video if you even enjoyed it. Buzzwords, 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 buzzwords! Anyways, do widzenia.